the biggest lies that women, by and large, are told, especially more mature women, whether you are in your 30s or 40s or 50s or even older, and you happen to maybe get divorced. One of the things society will lead you to believe is that no one is going to want you because you are older, you've already had children, you are past your prime. That is a big crock of shit because I didn't have to be a unicorn to be inundated with requests on the dating apps. Sure, yeah, that helped on those apps, and yeah, I did have to go through a lot and filter through a lot and decide who was worth matching with and chatting with, or eventually meeting. But just even on the dating apps alone, and it wasn't just older men, it wasn't just men my age, it was younger, good looking men. I mean, guys, I ended up with partners that are almost a decade younger than me. And that was after several years of saying, no, I'm not going to date anybody younger than me. So I wasn't even opening myself up to all of those requests that I got on a daily basis. And yes, sure, a little bit of pretty people privilege. I'm not bad looking. I'm in reasonable shape. But this holds true for the vast majority of women. Why? Because men far outnumber women on the dating apps, any dating apps. So when you get a single woman on there, she's going to get more matches. She's going to get more likes. She's going to get more pings. She's gonna have the pick of the litter. So men just have to do their part to actually stand out. So what was it that made my couple stand out? What was it that made Will and Paige stand out in not only just a sea of men that were trying to connect with me on the more traditional dating apps, but as a couple that was trying to connect with me on Field? Well, first of all, they actually filled out their profile. That was kind of my first litmus test for anybody, is that I didn't make any decisions based off of appearances alone. Photos were not enough. You could have the best photos, the most attractive photos in the world, and if you didn't fill out your profile, I was not wasting time trying to talk to you. I had zero interest. I had to know that I would be able to hold a conversation with you and actually be interested in it. Because first and foremost, I'm sapiosexual and I need some sort of intellectual connection in order to really feel any sort of attraction at all. They had filled out their profile and it was pretty lengthy. And at the end of their profile, the very end of their profile, they said, if you've made it this far, message us with the last book you've read or the last place you traveled. Ooh, those two things. I was really big into solo travel at the time. And I had really gotten back into my love of reading. And so those were two things I really wanted to talk about. And I was like, oh, these are my people. I connected with them. And then really what made them stand out, and what was important for me as a unicorn, for any couple I ever even considered meeting up with, was their love for each other. It was very, very clear that they weren't doing anything in that lifestyle with, to fix anything about their relationship or to, try to fill a hole or a gap. No, it was simply something that they wanted to experience together and share together because they loved each other so much. And their love for each other, their respect for each other, their admiration for each other was very, very clear from the start and just so attractive. And that was what was so charming upon meeting them, and when I knew that they were trouble and that this was gonna be more than just a physical encounter.